Every time a husband has sex with his wife, will hand her a bottle of medicine, suggests woman. He is not allowed to have children. But in this marriage without love, the woman still loved the man for 3 years. But in the eyes of men, you are nothing more than a tool. It turned out that after an accident 3 years ago, the woman becomes the man's wife. The woman thought she was married for love. Take care of men meticulously. But men always think it was the woman who drugged him. That ridiculous night. So married for 3 years, between them, always separated by an invisible iceberg. Women think that as long as they follow the rules, obey, clear up misunderstandings, stay closer to your husband until the appearance of the scheming girl. Only women know there is actually a person between them. This spy Oxia, the man who saved his life 3 years ago. If it weren't for being friend, have sex with a man first. She should be mistress. Lo, now I look at my husband and other women. Intimate. She just woke up. Marriage becomes a cage to imprison oneself. It's time to wake up. Just then, a missing persons notice was playing on TV. Gifted violinist mysteriously disappeared after a car accident 3 years ago. When you see the news, he remembered, I was in a car accident 3 years ago. Therefore, I just lost my memory for nearly 10 years. Don't know yourself? That's the one, the much anticipated violinist. Just then, stepmother Shen Yi called. Anxiously told him that something had happened at home. His brother was involved in an economic case. After my father found out, he was also admitted to the hospital with a sudden cerebral congestion. Be sure to ask Lucy to help. Lucy yes, I need money. More money, yeah. On the other end of the phone, the man asked a cold question. Ironic, women accept for money. I can't say anything else. And let him directly contact Secretary Chen if he has anything to do. Woman just thought, explain the other end of the phone. Goodbye, Oxio's voice came. Say man, the fireworks prepared tonight are beautiful. The man sent the woman perfunctorily. Hang up the phone. Listen on the phone. Husband's tenderness towards another woman. Unfortunately not myself. At this time, the stepmother was still asking anxiously, how is the contact? Only Lucy can help them now. I turned around and saw it on the TV. The man is accompanying the white moonlight to set off fireworks. So he comforted. So I heard. He is Lucy's savior. It was he who played the violin and took care of him. Just woke him up. No one knows how to play the violin. What makes a man wake up is himself. I don't even know the car accident 3 years ago, also planned by a scheming girl. His stepmother was still trying to persuade him. Don't get angry with men. It's important to save that. She is just an unloved wife. But she still contacted the secretary. Ask for money to save your father. In the end, the other party asked her, you must print the application report first. You need a man to sign it. The humiliation of words. The woman at this moment finally understood. Men spend millions. Fireworks for the white moonlight, but refused to be a dying father-in-law, spending hundreds of thousands of medical expenses. Mr. Liu in name only. Hazard. The only one who doesn't need to plan now. Only this wedding ring remains. Frustrated woman. Make a decision. He got his stepmother to sell the ring. Pay the medical expenses to the father first, since he is not his own tree. Why do you need to be a climbing vine? He figured it out. He wants to divorce a man. Wait for the man to come home. Found that the wife was not as usual. Great yourself. The butler said the woman is angry because of her mother's family being packing upstairs. Doesn't he like to pack his things? Then he walked into the room. Bring up the woman's father's illness. It got better. And explained that Secretary Chen didn't know his father was sick. Man trying to take everything lightly. But women have seen through. If I didn't see the fireworks in the sky, maybe he will still be in a marriage without love. Self-deception. But now he sees, completely awake. Let's get a divorce. The man froze. He doesn't understand. The woman who was clamoring to work a few days ago. Why are you getting a divorce now? Then he questioned the woman, live in a 2,000 square meter villa in front of Mr. Liu. What are you dissatisfied with? The woman finally broke out. Ask the man which wife to use. Every penny. You have to report to your husband's secretary. The man who heard this was completely irritated. He thinks women are playing hard to get. Do you think after you left me? What kind of life can you live? Women don't want to mess with him anymore. Indicates the wedding ring on the hand. It has been sold by itself. Therefore, he resolutely asked for divorce. The voice just fell. The scheming girl called. The man's tone instantly became gentle. I heard the scheming girl say rainy days, leg pain. The man immediately coaxed and deceived. Said he would cheat her. The woman at this moment gave up, completely. She doesn't want to. Stuck in this loveless marriage. The next morning, the man didn't drink coffee brewed by a woman. I just learned from the maid. Wife, I left with my suitcase last night. He not only didn't call the driver, also left a divorce agreement. The agreement says it's a net exit. Men are still conceited. He must be used to Mr. Zhu's woman. Can't find it so bad side. When he's done making trouble, he'll come back, naturally. But when he saw the newspaper on the table, exactly about yesterday, when he and Bai Xiao set off fireworks. He saw the newspaper before he left. The wife spent a day at home yesterday. You should have seen it. The man suddenly realized the woman may be serious this time. He immediately sent his secretary to handle the news and check it out, where a women's wedding ring sold. Must be before 4 p.m. to get the ring. By the way, Miss Bai called, said she fell out of her wheelchair. Soon women Laurent T. Fei, president of Lu Group, high-profile recruitment of overseas experts, treat like disease with white moonlight. They don't care about their families. The woman has completely saying that the backer will fall. Everyone can run. You can only rely on yourself in the future. The woman decided to sell the family's old house to raise money, although my stepmother is distressed. But only hope, it's all on her. I didn't expect the woman to be in the hospital. Accidentally bumped into a scheming girl. Long time no see. Old lady. Miss Bai did not expect that the woman would survive. He also married Lucy by mistake. All of this, the wealth that should have belonged to her, all stolen by women. Scheming girl, pose a pitiful look. Ask a woman to quit. The woman sneered. It turns out that my husband likes this kind of woman. This is the first time I've seen Zishan so arrogant. This moment completely angered the pain of the scheming girl. Then the woman just came to the agency. Register real estate. I learned that the stepmother and the scheming girl fighting in the ward, only to find out when she arrived. It turned out that the scheming girl ran to the ward. Curse your father. The stepmother was angry, but just started directly. Just then, the man arrived. The scheming girl immediately pretended to be weak. Shouting in pain. The man didn't even look at the woman. Go directly to check Bai Xiao's situation. He didn't even ask why. It is considered a woman's family. Mr. Who is being unreasonable? I'll take you to treatment. That's all. In the strange eyes of everyone, the man left without looking back. The surrounding discussions, more like a knife, into a woman's heart. Already knew, this is the end of not being loved. But seeing it with your own eyes still hurts your heart. When a woman is desperate. A familiar figure appeared. It was his childhood bamboo horse. Woman has amnesia, forgot a lot of things. But I still vaguely remember this bamboo horse. Coincidentally, was the attending physician to the woman's father. The scheming girl on the other side. Immerse yourself in the joy of victory. He firmly believes, as long as you pretend to be the benefactor of your life, not to be exposed, one day, to be the real Mr. Dear. That's right. International violin master Professor Bei. Returned to China in 2 days. I found a relationship and made an appointment with him. See you, then. It turns out that when a man is in a coma, I always hear someone say, he liked the violin. The scheming girl listens. He panicked. If you meet the master, wouldn't it be exposed on the spot? The man looked at her in panic. The person who played the piano for me back then. Really oops. Mr. Lu, where are you talking? It's not Xiao Xiao who plays the violin for you. Who else could it be? After the man leaves, immediately let Secretary Chen go check all the information of Bai Xiao. Later in the hospital corridor, man bumped into a woman's intimacy with a doctor. He thinks women are taking revenge on him. In the name of Mr. Zhu, put a hat on yourself and ask the woman to just go home with him. You can continue to be his Mr. Zhu. The woman smiled. Go back and continue to be his babysitter and pet. Do you share a husband with someone else? Such a Mr. Zhu who loves to be who? Men are always so high up. Treat her with charity. Women are fed up with these suffocating days. He was determined to end it all. The man saw him so determined. And they started tripping up. Send someone to anonymously lower the price. I want to buy the Chiao family's house. Still working outside. Make whole companies afraid to hire women. Sure enough, women go around interviewing, all for various reasons. Rejected. At the same time, people who want to buy a house are also well below market value. Is that so? An already difficult situation is made worse, just when a woman can't take it anymore. Father in bed. But gave her the greatest support. He encouraged his daughter, do what you want to do. Don't be bound by anyone. Father's words gives women great power. She vowed to support this family. Pretty soon, a restaurant called Jelia tell her to go for an interview. What women don't know is this job, it's actually a bamboo horse. Please arrange it by the restaurant owner. However, on the first day of work, I saw someone bring a handful, $20 million worth of violins. Unfortunately, the tuner at the restaurant has something to do, temporarily. I can't come, the boss is in a hurry. The woman looked at the violin. It feels so familiar. She told the boss out of nowhere. You can try it yourself. Although she doesn't remember playing the violin herself. But the moment my finger touches the strings, those music notes seem to automatically return. She tuned easily. He also pulled out the melody. At the same time, the man and the secretary came to the restaurant, getting ready for a banquet for international pianists. At the same time, the secretary reports to him, there was indeed a Chinese woman back then, take care of him in the hospital every day, and the other party is from the Curtis Institute of Music. The student's information matched that of the new manager. Suddenly, the sound of a violin could be faintly heard from the restaurant. The man hears this familiar tune. But soon the sound died away. Walking to the restaurant, the new female family also came over, but he was still anxious to look everywhere. Then he asked the restaurant owner, did anyone play the violin just now? But the boss doesn't want people to know. The violin was tuned by an employee. And denied it. The woman tunes the piano at this time, while the teacher read envelopes, when happy, but was harassed by two rude guests. Critical moment. Childhood sweetheart reappears. Roll. It just so happens that this thing is being watched by men again. Here it is, and took out 2 million for women to use urgently. But he, never again, become a woman who looks up to others. He turned down his childhood sweetheart. Going to work, the man at this time said nothing. Rushing up again and forcibly pulling the woman away. He questioned the woman, is it because of this man? To get a divorce, the woman slapped him hard, just want to get together and disperse. But in a man's world, it's not easy to get together and spread out. Only fish, die. Then the man takes the woman, drive to the master's face of the scheming girl, force him to act as a waiter. Celebrate for the scheming girl playing the violin. If you dare to refuse, there will be no hospital in the whole capital. Dare to take in his father. Without a lawyer, dare to take his brother's case. The scheming girl is also anxious. If you could really play the violin, expose yourself. Now, the man looks at the woman with stubborn eyes. I thought he would just be like before. Bow down to yourself. To end this fast. Result. The woman still picked up the violin. The scheming girl at this time is still determined. The woman who has lost her memory for 3 years. It's impossible to play the violin at all. However, under everyone's gaze, the professor also arrived at the entrance of the restaurant. Woman's piano, attracting the sound of rapid footsteps. Woman at this moment, she smiled, but the scheming girl was terrified. The man is also in shock. Remember your countless mistakes.